What's up, you guys? This is Jayden Young back with another video. And in this video today, I want to discuss what I learned from being a simp. And look, man, if you don't know who I am, obviously my name is Jayden and I like to discuss videos really on authenticity. I just want to be real and promote positivity, obviously, my channel. I'm not really a self-help guru. I don't act like I know everything because I really don't. I'm just sharing my own experience through life and giving people just knowledge through what I've learned and whatnot. So I hope you enjoy this video today. Let's get into it. So yeah, man, what I learned from being a simp. Wow, this brings back some memories. Some really bad memories in a way. But what I learned from being a simp, man, was number one, obviously to love yourself. Before, I really start talking about this whole thing with loving yourself, I want to discuss, obviously, a short sample of the story of what I went through with my simp story. And basically, the main thing, obviously, that I learned was to love myself through this. And it was because I was talking to this girl at the time, but at the time, I was not really that as confident as I thought I was in myself. I was learning about self-improvement, but I really didn't have any experience I learned from or really anything that I really went through in life to say, oh yeah, that I'm a self-improvement, like I can do self-improvement, things like that, because I was basically a hypocrite and a phony. And, even when I first started this channel, that's how my channel was first based on at the beginning phase of it. But as I got more experienced, obviously I was able to give out, better understanding of things because I actually went through it and it actually helped me grow and evolve. But staying on track of the story, I was talking with this girl, this individual, and like I said, I was not as confident in myself, and I really didn't value myself at all. And basically, after the second day, we obviously had our little thing, if you know what I'm saying. And that point on, I was hooked, and because of that, I was like pussy whooped at the same time as well. But not really only that, but my feelings or whatever, man, it's like I treated her like as if she was a goddess. And in reality, I was ignoring all the red flags that were even showing. Like, she just got out of a long-term relationship, maybe like 2 weeks prior to even us really having this whole thing that happened, which is already a huge red flag already right there. And not only that, but she wasn't even fully healed or anything. And she wasn't really, I'm not trying to bash her or anything because obviously people are people, but at the time, from what I saw, she wasn't really healthy or anything like that. She wasn't seen like a really genuinely good person. And that was a lot of red flags and things that I was seeing. And but also persistent. I didn't really care about any of those things. But she did warn me and say, I don't want to hurt you. And that was the thing that I didn't really look at because I never really went through any of this experience before. And, I was just saying all my feelings. And then eventually, of course, she was very confused on all the things that I was saying. And then things went south really badly. When I mean that, I mean like I was getting manipulated and I was saying, oh my gosh, man, I'm getting treated so bad. But I still stayed in it because I wanted to, I didn't want to be alone at the time. I didn't love myself. I didn't value myself. And in that relationship or situation or whatever, I did not value myself at all. I was constantly getting disrespected and manipulated and treated not right at all. But I stayed in it and it made it look like I hated myself. And it just made me look in a very bad light on myself because the things that I was doing is very questionable, with those things that I went through in that situation. And, it really did go down to that lowest point for me at the time of my life. And because of that, it taught me many valuable lessons and most importantly, how I viewed myself because I didn't view myself in a positive light. And through this situation, I was able to learn to better myself and better my life because it taught me how to actually love myself. And that's why it's very important to learn to love and value and respect yourself. And, attract the people if you want to be in a relationship, obviously, that obviously respect you back and people who are going to treat you equally and fairly. That's something very important that you got to obviously take into account. But through that whole situation, man, to sum it up, that's what it taught me. It taught me how to love myself. And moving on to number two, it is to choose people that choose you. kind of, it's similar in a way to the book, The Way of the Superior Man, but he talks about obviously choose women who choose you. But this video is more so for people just in general. Choose people that choose you. Be with somebody that wants to be with you, not people who don't want to be with you, because we don't have time to chase people and to be with people that have no interest in you. Because so many of us, we want that thrill, that chase, that feeling, but at the end of the day, we want to feel just as important. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day. So that's why you should choose people that want to be with you and not people that are going to strictly just waste your time. Moving on to number 3, my guys. And number 3 is to treating others is a great representation of how you view yourself. The way you view yourself does say a lot about how you view others. If you're treating others with disrespect and not treating them fairly, then that says a lot about you. And that says a lot about the other person if they're treating you that way as well. So that's why it's very important to treat others with respect and kindness, especially if they are incorporating those same things back to you. That's why it's important to learn to value yourself, as I said earlier. That's why when it comes to your growth and your development or this, when you treat others with respect and kindness, 9 times out of 10, even if they don't really know you like that or whatever, they're still going to treat you that same way back because they see that you are treating them that way as well. So always just go out in life and be kind, but obviously don't be too nice, obviously, but be kind to others and treat others with respect, especially they deserve that respect from you. And moving on to my last point that I really want to talk about in this video today, man, a boring life is a good life. To me personally, I believe this to be really true because I think for the most part, you could say if some people step in my shoes, they would say, man, your life is really, really boring. Like you do the same things every day. And all I do is, I make videos, I write articles online. What else? Of course, I go to the gym, I work out, hang out with my girlfriend. I go to work, and I repeat that cycle, and I revolve it around obviously my work schedule as well. But that's basically my life every single day, and I love it. I'm fulfilled. I'm happy to have my life the way I am. But the reason why I bring up this topic when it comes to what I learned from being a simp, obviously, is because of the emotional chaos that is through the situations that you go through. And especially with me and that whole situation with this particular individual. I was constantly chasing the thrill, the chase, and trying to figure out how this person felt about me and all of these other things that I was just constantly just chasing people. And that's another thing. Don't chase people either. But I was constantly just chasing this individual. And I was wasting so much time. And and that's why I believe that you should be with people who are predictable, people who feel the same way about you. Because I believe in our society, so many people, they get in these situations where they are stuck with people who they know aren't good for them, but they constantly just can't help themselves because they just want that chase, that thrill. But that is very unhealthy. That's not actually what you need. You need somebody that's going to actually make you feel good, and you need somebody who is predictable. And like I said, how you know what they feel about you already. And that's why it can bring you more peace. That's what it's all about in your life. Having a peace of mind is way better than having a mind that is scattered everywhere. And then when it comes to, being in a long-term relationship anyway, it's very important to know as well that when you have that person that who is good for you and right for you, and a stable, good relationship, it's going to help you achieve your goals so much faster compared to being in constant relationships that are causing chaos and problems and issues that you don't need and heartaches that could be avoided. That's why, man, you got to be with people that actually going to treat you good and right. It's really that simple. But it's still hard to really do for many of us in today's society. But it's all these tips, man, are very important for you on your journey and your development, man, because look, you got to understand that, through my whole simp phase, it helped me become the person who I am today. And I'm grateful for that. And I use those experiences that I went through in the past as lessons to now be the person, as I said, who I am today. So that's why you should never really look at your life in a way of, that basically, how can I sum it up? You should really take the time to really evaluate yourself and your life with all the things that you've gone through, because it's really going to help you understand and to really learn to apply these things that you've learned to level up your mind and become the person that you want to become one day. But that's all I really want to discuss in this video today, man. I hope you guys don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel for more videos each and every single week, about 3 to 4 times a week. I hope you guys have a great day. And don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel. It'll really be appreciated. Peace.